Hey golf fans, this is early 1981. Today we are talking about backspin on the Golf Club 2019. It's been a huge talking point since the game released. So, is backspin achievable? Is it luck? Is it realistic? Or is it a myth? Let's find out, and hopefully you guys can help me decide. So for today's backspin experiment, we are playing the famous par threes. We are off the shortest tee set, so we are going to be playing shorter clubs, loftier clubs, preferably wedges, into these soft greens, and we have turned off the wind speed. Now, I'm sure most of you are aware you do achieve backspin with loftier clubs such as wedges. They generate more backspin due to the angle increasing the spin rate. All clubs, even drivers, generate some backspin due to the club's loft. This is the angle between the club face and a vertical plane. However, backspin will be generated from wedges. So as you can see from our opening tee shot, we fully lofted up the 9-iron. Despite being on a sloped green that's coming back to me, we did fail to generate backspin there. But we do have a 10-foot putt. Now, there's nothing better sitting at home, watching your TV and watching these PGA Tour pros fire wedges, lofted clubs into these greens and generating the backspin they do. But there's a few things to take into consideration. One, the golf ball they're using. Two, these guys are pros for a reason. And three, 9 times out of 10, the greens they are playing on are optimised to create spin. Contrary to belief, there is no magic formula for backspin. A lack of backspin is usually an indicator that you're not striking the ball with a decent descending blow. So, let's see if we can achieve backspin on a regular basis in this round with the current Golf Club 2019 game mechanics. So we've got 136 yards to the flag, 8 feet uphill. Kind of bang on club here. Greens are soft. Just going to loft this up a few touches. In real life, this would slightly mean opening our club face. Great strike. Now, in real life, I would imagine that ball would sit down and spin back at least 10 feet. But as you can see there, even in the soft greens, it's biting, it's sitting down, but we are not generating the backspin. Like I say, it's a wonderful thing to see. It's left us a straightforward putt that we do convert, and we do move to 1 under par. Fantastic course this, by the way, guys. If you haven't done so, go and check it out. As the course says, famous par threes. It's 9 holes from some of the most famous par threes in world courses and world golf. So 132 yards. Just looking at the flag stick. Certainly don't want to be short here. But the main thing about this video is I'm trying to showcase if backspin is possible or not. So we're just lofting up this pitching wedge once again. Try to fire this right at the pin. Oh, dirty swing line. It's going to be left of the flag stick. Sat down very, very quickly there. You can see our pitch mark. And that has rewarded us with a 6-foot putt. But once again, we've failed to achieve backspin in any of these shots so far. So, we are 2 under. Let's move on to hole number 4. Short par 3. Would imagine this is going to be nothing more than a sand wedge. Maybe even a lob wedge. Pins right at the front of the green. 103 yards. So we're going to loft up this sand wedge here. And we're really going to loft this up. So ideally, this really should generate backspin here. We've got a flat green. Very little slopes on it. This ball should spin back. Pushed it slightly right. It's tracking well though. I'll tell you what, that should be right at the pin. Is it going to spin back? No. Once again, a failed attempt at achieving backspin. Now, sometimes I have randomly generated a lot of backspin, particularly on our flop shots. If I do get an opportunity to play a flop shot, we will try and execute one. But 9 times out of 10, when you do achieve backspin in this game, it's due to the contours off the green. It's nothing to do with the game mechanics. But if there is anyone out there who can prove me wrong, please put me in the right direction. So 149 yards, down 10 feet, sorry. So fully loft in this 9 iron. Once again, if a pro was doing this, it would mean he's opening the club face. This certainly would generate backspin, I would imagine. Great execution. Let's see what the outcome is. Fantastic strike. But once again, failed to achieve that backspin. The ball is biting, it's gripping, it's sitting down as quickly as you like. And we do tap in our third birdie of the round. But for me, like I say, guys, there's heaps of YouTubers out there already speculating about the PGA Tour 2K21. I've showcased the video and all the information on the previous video. If you've not yet seen that, please go and check it out. I am not going to jump to any conclusions. I will be getting information very, very shortly, so stay tuned to that. If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. So I tell you what, let's land this short and go in this bunker, guys. Like I said earlier, let's see if we can play a flop shot. May run into the bunker. If not, it could sit up nicely for us in the fairway. But just want to try and execute a flop shot for you guys. That is coming up way short. Should run out a wee bit. So it should leave us a flop shot from about 20 yards that we can fully loft up. 18 yards. So once again, green's fairly flat, not a huge slope that is going to affect our outcome of the ball here. Good execution, played it with full loft, didn't achieve any backspin there whatsoever. Possibly dropping a shot here. Like I say, guys, I'm just trying to prove or not prove to you guys, is backspin a myth? Is it achievable in the game? We do miss that putt on the left edge. Is it even in the game? As you've seen from the few teaser trailers right at the beginning of the video, it is achievable, but that greens were sloping back towards the pin that I executed on. Yes, I played full loft, but it was more the green slope than anything else. So hole number 7, par 3, 148 yards. It's another pin that I would like to think that we could attack and loft up this 9 iron. 151 yards, down 1 feet. Oh, don't want to be too short here, but just going to loft it up a touch. I would like to think that this one's going to sit down quickly. And remember, we are in soft greens. The firmer the green in this game, the less chance you have of the ball sitting down or generating spin. But great strike. That's going to reward us with a little 5 to 6 foot putt for birdie. Get that drop shot back. But so far, we've not achieved any bit of backspin. We've gotten the ball to sit down quickly after a hop. I mean, I was in the practice round the facility for ages, guys, from playing chip shots, but obviously changing it to flop shots and trying to execute different kind of shots, getting my swing tempo, see if that had a factor. Nothing had a factor on generating the spin. But it is something I would like to see, a realistic backspin in the next game, which is going to be PGA Tour 2K21. Don't want it becoming arcadey, but we would like to generate backspin. Maybe if it was off a perfect. If you don't get a perfect, you shouldn't be rewarded with a backspin. But really looking forward to what's coming in the franchise of 2K and HB Studios. So fully lofting the 7 iron up. What a fantastic swing. In real life, this really would generate backspin, guys. It should. You're seeing it. It doesn't. Sat down fairly quickly. And that is going to reward us with another 5-foot putt. We do convert that, and we do move to 5 under par. So let's move on to this final hole of the famous par 3s, and I'm probably not going to execute any backspin here, guys, but what I'll try and do is try and land this in the bunker. Very cool finishing hole, by the way. Massively downhill. But let me know your thoughts, guys, on backspin in the Golf Club 2019. Is it a myth? Is it random? Does it even exist? In my opinion, it doesn't really exist in this game. The ball physics just do not allow for it. The majority of times that I've achieved backspin, it's been due to the contours of the green coming back off a slope. But I'd love to get your guys' thoughts on this highly talked about topic. I'm hoping we land the bunker here. May just come up short, but should kick in from the fairway. And let's see if we can generate some spin coming out of a bunker. So I've tried to include as many factors here as possible. Probably going to drop another shot here, but I'm just going to fully loft up this flop shot almost. We are on a slight slope. This should go past the pin. And I am hoping we do generate a bit of backspin and it checks up and spins back. No, didn't check up at all. Probably once again due to the lie of the green, the slope of the green, the contours of the green. As you can see, I've got a little uphill putt from 22 feet. But that is it for today's video, guys. As you can see, I failed to generate any backspin despite trying different situations to achieve it. For me, it's not really in the game. The ball physics don't allow it. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Until the next video, take care, peace out, and love you all. Bye.